Hello and welcome to the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Cobb Ross Sr., and this platform was created to motivate and to inspire in hopes that you will become a better you. Listen, I hope everybody's doing great today. You know, we're right here during the holiday season, and I am in here with one of my hosts with the most is Miss Candi T. What's up, Candi?
Hello. How are you?
I know, man, right?
I'm so glad to be here as usual.
Right?
This is my sanctuary. This is
Come
my
on,
break.
Man. You know?
Between dogs and cats and caregiving and holidays and cooking.
Oh, man.
I don't have to do anything but come in here and run my mouth.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a relaxed environment.
In a relaxing environment. I wish you all were here.
Yeah.
So you all could just soak up the ambiance.
Yes. Just relax.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Great place. Glad we was able to, continue this. And so listen, we're going to talk today about overspending during the holidays. I know it can be difficult. It can be a little trying during this time of the year. Everybody has so much pressure. You got family members you want to buy for, friends, or whatever you feel the precious from. I mean, all the commercials that they're showing on TV, all the Christmas trees. Buy this, get this.
Yeah.
Everything is marketed as off the charts right now during this time and during the season. And, we were talking a little bit about this in the beginning. I often wonder, is it okay to give gifts, like give the gifts that that you didn't like from somebody, that somebody gave you and you ain't like it? Is it okay to give that to somebody else? Is that messed up?
If it's something that you think that they want, if you think that they want that, but now if it's something that nobody wants, then
that would be cool.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah, some people probably take that gift and give it to somebody they don't like. I don't like this gift, but I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
I normally don't re-gift gifts.
Really?
But I've done it a couple of times when they were really good.
I got you, yeah.
Most of the time, that might be something that goes to Goodwill.
Yeah. Well, how do we save money? How do we save money during the holidays? That's a tough thing. And, I remember during the holidays, I would rather wait till after Christmas. There's a lot of sales that happen after Christmas.
So how old were you when you decided that worked for you?
Man, a little bit older, of course.
Yeah.
That ain't going to work when you're young. It's a lot of selfishness that happens during that time of the year, though,
Right.
It's all about gimme.
Yeah, you want to see something under the tree on Christmas Eve.
Right. And it's... The spending is overrated.
Yes, it is.
And the black dollar is strong. We spend billions of dollars. I think it's not odd that they call it Black Friday.
So what was your childhood Christmases like? Because I think how our childhood Christmases were has an influence on us in a lot of ways. I
agree. I can remember Mom was very strategic in how she did Christmas. Now I remember as kids growing up, we pretty much got everything that we wanted. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. I remember as a kid, man, even though we didn't have a lot, we had a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mom found a way, and she was a single mother. So when we went under the tree, it was like, what? She got all of this? And they were games that we never even really. I remember we got Uno cards. I think everybody got Uno cards, Chinese checkers, and I just remember a lot of those games coming up. But there's one Christmas that I particularly remember very vividly when Tanya first started playing the keyboard. When she first started got into when she knew she wanted to be a musician. I remember one year during Christmas time.
And who was Tanya?
My sister.
Okay. Just
Tanya.
tell them.
Okay, yeah, Tanya. I'm acting like they know, right? So Tanya, my sister, who's a extraordinary musician, singer, very passionate individual, just an artist altogether. But Tanya, she wanted this keyboard. And I remember Mom was just short with funds. It just wasn't like that. You know, she was finalizing her education down in Florida. And I remember Mom came to me, and this is where it came from after Christmas. I remember Mom came to me and she said, "Hey, you the oldest. You know, your sister, you know, she's really going to be good with this keyboard." She was like, "Do you mind giving up your Christmas and waiting till after Christmas to get yours so that Tanya can get this keyboard?" It was a keyboard, a stereo. It was everything she needed so that she could just go crazy with music, whatever she wanted to do. So she could be creative.
So she could be creative.
And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." She said, "I promise you."
And you were how old at the time?
Oh, man, we were in Florida, so it's a good question, Candy. I think I might have been 14, 15, somewhere around there. But we were pretty close. You know, we were a small, little, close-knit family. We lived in Florida. All we had was each other, really. And Alfred would visit from time to time, my brother. Alfred would visit, and yeah, it was a great experience. And I remember I was so happy for her.
Yeah.
I just was so happy for her because I knew she wanted that.
And I know
keyboard.
she cut up when she saw it.
Oh, my God. She did. And I never forget that. But it was a great lesson, you know, that I learned in that too, though, Candy, you know, during that time. So that was a special moment for our family. It was a teachable moment. And, boy, when after Christmas came, boy, I was happy. Boy, I got everything. I got everything that I wanted, too. And it was cool because now that I know that things were on sale.
So that opened up the after Christmas thing. And
it didn't really matter.
Delay and gratification.
Yeah, and Mom we always got great gifts. Like there were gifts that you needed.
Yeah.
Wasn't a whole lot of games. Like we got games and toys, but as we got older, you know, man, those sweaters and those gloves and those socks and them underwear and you know what I'm saying? Your stocking was full of whatever. You know, excuse me, it was just an amazing experience, you know. And then as you get older, you know, those things don't. But that was the thing that shifted for me in my life. And that's when I became more of a giver. And I actually have given too much in my life, tell you the truth. But I don't think you can ever you can give too much, but God is, you know, the return has been just amazing. Let me say that.
Right.
The seeds that I've sown, even when it came to me giving up my Christmas. You know, I think sometimes we get blessed because of that. Even if it's later on in life, Candy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's later along, it's like you get rewarded for that past thing that you did that you might even forgotten about. When I think about how everything that I'm doing now, it was a blessed situation. Right. But I have to remember, you sowed a seed many, many years ago, and now we're seeing the results, the fruit of, you know, you giving. So that's what the shift was for me. Do you have an amazing story like that? Since we here,
I mean,
do you have anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit. My shift came, I think, when I became a divorced mother of two.
Really?
So that was the change. We had awesome Christmases as well.
Right.
Really good. I remember.
Yeah.
Just being put to bed and my mom and dad and sisters doing stuff under the tree because they were much older than I was. And I remember getting out of the bed and they were just putting all these things, and I saw this bicycle, I saw all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so, I knew then, okay, of course, we weren't taught to believe in Santa Claus. But, when you actually see your parents and family putting gifts under the tree, it just solidifies it, right? But I remember becoming like a single parent and through my divorce and thinking, okay, what am I going to do for Christmas? What am I going to do for Christmas? Yeah. And I had so many, because Christmas was always like a family thing where everybody does it all together.
Sure.
And because I was divorced, I was thinking, well, how am I going to do all of this by myself?
Yeah.
And it was actually Tanya that said, this is how you got to do it, right?
She knows.
Those kids they're not really placing a value on what you're getting.
So true.
Right?
So true,
Just think of things that you think they will enjoy. You can get something small and just create all these little gifts and make it look like a lot. And just doing that. And I don't think it was a whole lot of money that I spent or anything like that. Yeah. But she helped me transition from that because
that's cool.
I think that when you're a single parent household versus a dual parent household, you actually learn a lot more.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I learned so much discipline. So I was so much more aware of my finances. It was just my whole world just kind of opened up.
Sure.
And when I would try to do stuff, Tanya used to say, girl, you better, and she would just tell me, this is real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Mm-hmm.
And so when the holidays came around, there was no more anxiety after that because the reality had set in that it's okay.
Sure.
And this is more important than that. And this is more important than that. Yeah. And you begin to really prioritize, and then you start really looking at what's really important.
Yeah.
And so that was actually my shift.
I got you. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Yeah.
So now I'm not attached to it anymore in any kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I you know what? And I think as you get older, you kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, even so far as even in our household, me and my wife, we don't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because our thing is always bills are paid. We got heat. Mm-hmm. We're going to eat a great dinner. I got my cognac. Mm-hmm. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I got things that may not be a need, but I got things that I enjoy. In my home, I can watch anything that I want to watch on television. I can watch any movie. We can enjoy ourselves right there at home. Now, of course, we do something for each other, for family, of course, but we don't overdo it.
Right.
We take care of mom, of course. Mm-hmm. And if we can get brother and sister in there, we can. But if we can't, we don't worry about it so much. Because the focus becomes, your parents and your children,
Right.
Right. That's really like where your focus is. Anybody else is extra. And if you can afford it, cool. If you can't, then don't put yourself under that kind of stress and pressure. Mm-hmm. And I don't think, partners, whether you're in a traditional marriage or a non-traditional relationship, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Whether, if you're in partnership with somebody and you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't think that you should put pressure on that partner.
Right.
I just think that whatever you're going to do is what you're going to do.
Right.
And this is what I can afford to do.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't be any other expectation than that, And if, I just think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves sometimes.
We pull names now, like our whole family
I think that's cool.
We
I
pull
think that's
names.
cool too. That helps you save money
that
too.
Helps.
Ken.
And then it's like tons of gifts under the tree. It makes everybody accountable.
Yes.
It's not about just that one person.
Just that one person, man.
So that I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
But if I didn't get anything, I would be fine. I'm
too.
not really into holidays like that.
When you get older, you find out it's such a it's more of an economic value to society than it is so much of a need.
Yeah.
You know, these companies are making billions of millions of dollars off of this time of year, you know. But
I remember when I was in my 20s and I was married at the time, and I had come into this awakening about holidays, right? And so I remember when my husband at the time had decorated, because he's very festive. He decorated and he did everything. And I came in and I was like, we're not celebrating Christmas this year. You know, it's, you know, it's, you know, too commercialized. And I had all of my stuff laid out as to why we didn't need to celebrate holidays. I took the stockings down and he called my mom. He was like, Mom, Candi done gone crazy. It's like she taking down the stockings and everything. So, you know, you got all of these different degrees of celebrating, and then you have all these different reasons as to why people feel like you shouldn't celebrate, from commercialism to religion to whatever, right? So this is an interesting time of the year because you get to hear everybody's narratives around what it is that they believe in and what they don't believe in, and how they spend money and how they don't spend money and all of that kind of stuff. So I think this is a good time of the year to see what people are thinking, you know, and you got some people that's just completely depressed.
I agree.
You know, you got that part, right?
Some people lost loved ones. During the holidays, like before, like maybe right at Thanksgiving.
It could be really sad.
Or after Thanksgiving. So it could be, you know, sadness happening right now. So really, you have a lot to be thankful for if your parents are still here, your children, your family's still around to during this time of year. So I think being thankful and being grateful that you're still alive, your loved ones are still alive. The simple things. I got a roof over my head. You know, I got warm water. I can take a hot shower.
That's important.
Take a hot bath, Candi.
It's important, especially when those lights go off.
Come on, man. I got electricity.
When those lights go off, when the electricity goes off,
man,
you realize how blessed you are.
Yeah. I mean, like, when you really think about it, you know, that's a blessing, man. Some people don't have that. Look how many homeless people are, you know, that we have here in society, in our society today, that don't even have the simple things that sometimes we take for granted because we are able to take care of. You know, we have lights, we have a roof. I got a warm bed with a big old duvet on it. I'm just saying, the things that some people don't have, you start taking appreciation, man. I was up under that duvet last night because we turned our heat down. Well, I was under that duvet last night, boy. What? That thing sucked me in. I was like, yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got your pillows, you know? You got everything that you need in your house.
Yes. Every time I climb in my bed, I'm thank you. I'm telling you, right now.
Yes, Candi.
It's the bomb. It's the place to be.
Come on,
and I guess when you get older, you really appreciate it.
Man.
What? Because, you know, being homeless and old ain't what's up.
Oh, no, it's not what's up.
Right?
I don't even want that.
And it's just one of those things now. I know that, and we may be getting off a little bit, but...
No, but I got you. I mean, we still kind of in the pocket, like,
when people are don't have what they have, and then you got the holidays coming in, and you see people just grossly spending money and stuff like that. It really shows you the contrast of the have and the have-nots, right? Girl. Or the ones who are pretending to have.
Come on, and ain't got it. Ain't no future in front,
you know.
Ain't no future in front. And if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
You don't have it, and you have to be honest with yourself.
Yes.
Can I spend this? Can I even help somebody else?
Come on, man.
You know, that may need something.
Facts.
You know, that part.
Yeah.
Because it can, I know for me, it's been about growing my businesses.
Come on, man.
And I have spent more in this part of my life than ever before on a business or a dream, whatever you want to call it, right?
Whatever you want to call it, yeah.
And that would be a great Christmas gift.
What are you saying?
Right.
You know?
It's amazing how your priorities change.
Oh, they change, right?
Because you're like, okay, you've spent all of your life trying to figure out life.
Yes.
Then when you finally figure out what it is that you want,
man,
you're like, okay, I got this much time to make it happen.
This much time to make it happen, you know.
So I'm just saying, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man.
And Happy New Year and all of that stuff, whatever you do. But you have to remember what your goals are. Those are the gifts, your health, you know, and spending money or releasing money. In areas that aren't, fruitful.
You're right.
You got to really think about it now.
You know, if you see people do it all the time, to make reference to what you were saying about people just overspending. It's like, okay, do you buy that Gucci bag or do you pay that light bill and not make arrangements on it? You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, and I'm talking from a place I had to grow from that. At some point in my life, I had to grow from that and understand when your priorities are to the left or right, you walking around with $350 sneakers on, but you done made arrangements on your goddamn light bill so you can rock the latest and greatest whatever.
Yes. My 24-year-old, she still lives with me.
Yeah.
And she's learning that now.
Yeah, it's I was just thinking about it, Candi, like every month, right? Every month. I was telling somebody, I could drive me something real nice right now if I wanted to. I could do that. But as soon as I drive it off the lot, it's depreciating value. Why not take my money every month and increase my value?
You're right.
Increase the value into something that I created. One day I can just pay cash for something and it don't hurt me in the long run. I'd rather create something that's going to generate, number one, it's going to build a legacy. Number two, it's going to outlive me.
Yeah.
If done correctly, there will be somebody designated to take it over. If they don't want to take it over, then, my wife can come in and sell it or sell the things that we have in here. That's money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This stuff is insured.
Net worth.
That's right. So this stuff is insured. So if it's insured, then guess what? If something should happen to me, if I should pass away and nobody wants to take it over, she can sell it.
Right.
Or she can keep it and rent the space out for others to use. So it's still going to generate money. So I would rather do something like that. Merry Christmas.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be the gift that's going to keep on giving. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather create something that's going to continue to give to me over a period of time. That's going to increase my value at some point, in my life as I keep working on it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. So we have this thing too where we always say, man, it's Christmas all the time because you're always doing something. Think about it, Candy. You're always doing something for family. You're always doing something for your spouse or your partner or for your kids. You're always doing something for somebody. People get Christmas from you all the time. So, you don't have to go crazy. Let's just be kind of mindful of that. And so I'm gonna say a little list here of how to stop overspending during the holidays. And then we'll close this out. Mm-hmm. This will be our holiday speech going out. You know what I'm saying? So here's a couple of ways, guys. And listen, you can go to www.gobankinggreats.com. It's saving money during the holidays. How to stop overspending during the holidays. Make a plan. It's dangerous enough to walk into a store without a list. So how many times have we done that? Probably a ton. So make a plan. It's dangerous enough to walk into a store without a list. So number 2, you can use rewards. No time like the holiday season to start cashing in on those rewards you never use from your credit card. I'm telling you, them rewards, they go a long way. So get all your rewards. Those rewards add up. I know if you go to Starbucks and you spend money, you get those rewards. Man, Kohl's got the Kohl Bucks or what is it that you get from Kohl's or something like that? The Kohl Bucks or something? Is it something like that? The Kohl Bucks?
Kohl's and Old Navy has that.
Old Navy, right. So you think about it, those are rewards.
They are.
So you can use those rewards. Number 3, group gift swap. Feeling some giver's guilt in choosing which friends to buy for this holiday season. Group gift swapping. As you stated before, when we was having this conversation.
That works.
Yeah, that works, man. Exchange gifts. What do they call that, Candy? You exchange gifts or something like that. You put
Secret Santa.
Secret Santas. Yeah, stuff like that. Man, that's a great way to save money.
It is.
Number 4, thrift gifts. Man, go to the consignment store.
Definitely.
Go to Goodwill. You'll be surprised at what you find in there. There's some treasures in there.
eBay,
yeah. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You could spend a little bit of money and get something great. And you saved money, but they got a great gift. You ain't got to come out here and be Captain Save everybody.
No.
The last one is call your artsy friends. Yeah, give me a call.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make it for you for cheap
stuff.
Yeah.
That's so
make
true.
Stuff. You want to make something less expensive. It ain't going to cost me that much to make it. And you got a great gift. So those are some steps that you can use during the holidays to keep yourself from overspending.
Yeah. And prioritize.
And prioritize, Candy.
Yeah, prioritize because that's not the most important thing.
Oh, heck no, man.
Yeah.
Heck no. Sit down and chill out, man.
Yeah.
Don't spend all your money. You got to live after Christmas over with.
Hey, and for whatever reason,
I'm trying to tell you.
When you're self-employed, I remember when I had my salons and I was doing hair and things like that.
Yeah.
And I remember we would be booming during the holidays.
Absolutely.
All entrepreneurs know that after New Year's, there's nothing until Valentine's Day. But really,
yeah, I got you.
It's Mother's Day, those kind of things. So you got a couple of months in there where you're slow.
Absolutely.
And everybody's recovering from Christmas.
Oh, yes.
So if you're self-employed,
yeah,
you should already know. Don't spend all your money that you made during the holiday because you're going to need it for January and February.
Come on, man. You're going to need that money.
Yeah.
Going into January, we're not going to talk about the New Year's,
Yeah.
Whatever you do during the New Year's, so you got to consciously think about it. You also can join a Christmas club at your credit union.
That's a good idea.
Join the Christmas club where you add $20 in, $10 in.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, the Christmas club, they still do that with credit unions. We're a member of credit union. So, I mean, you can add those $30, $40 into that account, and that money's going to
have about $1,500 at the end of the year.
Come on, man.
Might have to take that and flip that.
Yeah, man, And listen, you don't have to get it all at once. It's like a layaway for yourself, really.
Yeah.
And I love it because you can't cash it out until it's time to spend that money. You cannot cash it out. They got it on locked. So, like, say for instance, December 10th is when you got it, when you can take it out.
Okay. From the whole year.
From that whole year. But that's a great way to teach you how to save too.
Excellent.
And guess what? You might not even spend that money. Mm-hmm. What if you want to start it over in January and put $750 in it?
That's it.
Because you probably ain't gonna spend. Well, some people will, but if you're frugal with that, you can take half of that money out and say, "Listen, that's all I'm spending. Can you lock it down for me again till next December?" Man, you add $30 in there, $40, $60. Because man, you can blow $60, $50, Candy, like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you
today you can.
But if you're frugal with your money and not trying to keep up with the Joneses, man, you can live a good life. I think people always say, well, I want to win this and I want to, man, that.
Yeah, I do Dave Ramsey, and Dave Ramsey, if you do Dave Ramsey, he'll definitely get you on track with that.
Absolutely, man. It's just about budgeting and budgeting what you have. You can live a good life. You can drive what you want to drive. And
don't have your house paid for.
Come on, man.
And your car paid for.
What?
And
Candy, I'm so glad I don't have a car payment.
I know.
I'm so grateful that I don't have a car payment. I do everything I can to make sure that thing keep running too. What? I love my truck.
Yeah. And that is so good.
Heck yeah. The only downside I have is that sucker's a V8 engine.
Yeah.
So it drink a lot of gas. But no car payment. No car payment though.
Yeah.
So my car payments come my gas money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I don't drive it. I'm not in these streets like that. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't that ain't my thing no more. I ain't moving like that. You know what I'm saying? But I got other things that I'm doing, and you learn how to, what you were saying earlier about entrepreneurship and during the holidays, I'm trying not to go off on it, but you learn how to really become very frugal, being tight, as people would call it, penny pinching.
Yeah.
But every dollar is accounted for. When I think about that, every dollar that I have is accounted for. But it feels good to be able to open the door and come in be able to open the door and say, wow, it's coming together.
So let me ask you this.
Sure.
During the holidays, have you ever thought about being a black Santa Claus?
I have had a few people.
I mean, this is it.
Yeah, I've had a few people say something to me about it. I haven't considered it yet, but I may in the next year. I got one of my partners. We kind of talked about that, and we may.
I mean, I can see it.
Yeah,
I don't see Black Santa Claus around
Not
anymore.
Too often. It's a few out there. It's a few out there. It's a few out there, and I think if it's something that I can create and put it together, I'd do it.
And Santa make a really pretty Miss Santa. Y'all could both go out there.
Yeah, we could, couldn't we? Yeah, we could.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I just thought it up though, because I just had a vision of her going out there with her hair flipped and a little hat. And
don't give her no ideas.
That would be a nice Christmas gig.
It would be a very, very nice Christmas gig, right?
Y'all could do that, and she could sing some songs. Y'all could sing some songs.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah, she's,
during intermission.
Yeah,
and then the kids come.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or would I be like a humbug? Get them kids off of me.
No, that wouldn't
be
you.
Listen to your parents now.
We would let Alfred play the Grinch. he could come in and play the Grinch.
Oh my God, that'd be so funny, right? That'd be so funny. Something to think about. Something to think about. So listen, I hope you guys have heard something that could possibly help you during the holiday season. Think before you spend the money. If we can't say anything else to you, think before you spend that dollar bill.
Definitely.
Man. Don't spend all your money during the holidays. And, psychologically, when they say Black Friday, okay, don't spend your black dollar like that, okay? Hold on to your black dollar.
Hold on to it.
Because in the literal sense, black folks spend a lot during the holiday season. The black dollar is strong.
Yes.
So we spend billions of dollars if you look at the statistics.
Wow.
Facts.
Going out of the community.
Yeah, man. So, and if you're going to spend some money, spend some money with that small black business owner. Support the small businesses too. Not just black, but specifically black.
Yeah.
But, make it a point to spend with the small black business. Support our black entrepreneurs out there, man, And, hold on to your money.
Yeah.
So listen, be safe during the holidays. I'm Carl Sr.
And I am Candi T. Jeter.
For Ross Cloud Podcast. Keep making it great. Happy holidays. Peace.